guys, I hope you're well. Welcome to my November favourites. I've got some really interesting bits to show you, some really exciting things to show you, some of which I have shown you before, but this month I have been creating a lot of party looks and there's a lot more events, and there's been some things that I've just been reaching for so much and then realised that actually what would I do without you in my life? Therefore have just decided to feature them in my November favourites. Starting off with my MAC paint pot in soft ochre. So I think I mentioned this in my autumn shopping haul which I will link below, and since then if you watch my videos and makeup tutorials you'll notice that I use this in basically every single makeup tutorial as a primer. Whether I'm doing a heavy eye makeup look, a no makeup look, I wear this every single day. It's just such a great consistency. It's like creamy but not too liquidy. It helps your eyeshadow stick. It's got like a yellow undertone which is great for my skin tone, so I can wear it with no shadow if I'm going for like a no shadow, no makeup look. It's just so great. And these MAC paint pots, if you haven't tried them, they last for such a long time. Like honestly, they will last you for at least a year, if not 18 months or even 2 years. Like they last a really long time. Then secondly, something else which I talk about so much and I'm just obsessed is my NARS Radiant Cream Concealer, and I know I've mentioned it in a favourites video before, and I also did a full review on this, like I'll link that below, but this is just hands down the best concealer I've ever used, and I use it every day. It just makes such a difference when I'm wearing this and when I'm not. It's like my favourite of the year, let alone this month, but I just had to mention it again. I know I've mentioned it before, I know I've mentioned it in every video I do, especially if it's a makeup tutorial, but it's just such a great concealer and I just had to mention it. And then a new item which actually comes from my NARS obsession. So I don't know if you've tried the NARS Velvet Lip Pencils, which are just so gorgeous and creamy, but I've basically found a dupe which are the Maybelline Colour Drama Instant Velvet Lip Pencils, and I've just got two colours. They don't have like a massive colour offering. The colours that they do have are really nice. They've got some really nice intense reds, but I had to step away because I have so many reds. But I found a really great nude, and these don't have colours on the actual products, so I don't know what the colours are called. I think this is just called Barely There Nude or Perfect Nude or something like that, but I'm just going to swatch it for you now. So here on my hand it looks like it's got a pinky undertone, and I think it does, but it's got like a bit of a pinky brown undertone, and just such a lovely, like your lips but better nude, and they're really long lasting, they're matte, and then this other colour is just such a lovely colour for like winter and autumn. Plum berry kind of shade. I think more berry than plum, but it's just so nice. I will do a full review on these. They're not expensive, like they're under £5 and they're just really good, so I would definitely check those out if you haven't already. And when I was in Superdrug actually buying these, I couldn't actually pick a third colour because I didn't want to kind of repeat. Oh, colours are here. So this one's called Nude Perfection and this one is called Keep It Classy, the berry shade. This whole time I then also picked up another one of the Superstay gel colours, the Maybelline ones. So I've mentioned I kind of like a coral shade in one of my past, well actually one of my more summery monthly favourites, and this shade is called Rose Poudre. It's like a really nice vintage rose nude kind of colour. I'm wearing it on my nails now actually, but I really like this colour. These gel nail colours are really long lasting and they're really good. However, I have found the ultimate base coat. So I was at a bourgeois event a few weeks ago and they were doing manicures and things like that there, and the manicurist was explaining to me how important it is to wear base coat because it protects your nails from the colour, especially if you wear like a lot of darker colours and things like that. It doesn't stain your nails if you wear a base coat, and it gives whatever colour that you use something to stick to. So it's basically like an eyeshadow primer. So I'm all about kind of like my professional and my eyeshadow primers, but I've never really been that bothered about base coat, or I've just worn a top coat as a base coat, which the manicurist was like, no, that's not the way. So she was using this base coat, which is the Orly Bonder rubberized base coat. We'll put a link to this in the description box below. So I've got this, And I don't know, if you watch my videos, you'll know that I'm just shellac obsessed. You know, my nail varnish chips so easily. So, but this is, honestly, this is so good. So it kind of, when it dries, it does feel like a bit rubbery and it's just really matte. You could wear it by itself, but why would you? But these two together are the ultimate combination where you'll never need to wear shellac again. So I have had this nail polish on for about a week, and you know, it has kind of chipped very slightly on the edges, but because it's a nude colour, you can't tell that badly. This oily base coat is just a really, really good base coat. My next favourite is a group of 3 brushes which basically come as a pack. So they're the Japanese complexion duo. Again, I've done a full review on these, so I'll link that below. And I love how like miniature they are. They're just so easy to work with. So the brush that I probably use the most is this angled kabuki brush. This is what I've been using every single day since I got it to apply my BB cream, foundation and just everything. This brush is so good to give you that airbrush finish, especially when you're putting like a product on product. So if you're putting a powder over your foundation, or you're putting your concealer over your foundation and then a powder on top of that, this is just to kind of finish off, and if you use in circular motions just to give that real airbrush flawless effect. It's really great. This little brush here is really good actually for nothing to what it's supposed to do, but to add eyeshadow, like highlighter right in the inner corner of your eyes. This is the perfect shape to do that, but also it's what it's meant to do, and it is good for that as well, which is to cover up blemishes. So when you're putting concealer directly onto your spot, this really pinpoints your blemishes, and you can just, you know, put your concealer directly on and then blend it out. So these 3 brushes come as a set. They're called the Complexion Trio. Have I been saying duo this whole time? I'm really sorry. They are the Complexion Trio by Japanese, which is like another new brand that I'm just obsessed with. They're a really nice Christmas present for somebody, as soon as Christmas is coming up, so there's a gift idea. And then another gift idea, which I've done a full tutorial on, and I just couldn't let this month go by without mentioning my GHD Curve Soft Wave Curling Tongs. So if you've seen my video, you'll know that they come in a really gorgeous rose gold edition case, and then you have the curling tongs. So I'm not going to bore you with the details. You can see my full review and tutorial, I'll link that below, but these are just so great. And if you're looking for like the big present to buy somebody, like your sister or your mum, best friend, your girlfriend, your wife, not that I'm guessing a lot of guys don't watch my videos, but you should, just for these gift ideas. This is the ultimate gift. Girl out there at the moment who is into like hair products and things like that, who wouldn't have this on their Christmas list if they haven't got it already. This is just so great, and I love this curling tongue. It's so easy to use, it's so lightweight. I think it was literally just a couple of months ago where I had another curling tongue, the Diva curling tongue, in my favourites video, and although that is really good and I do really like it, just after I filmed that video, the same day I went to a press launch for these and I got this, and it's just that Diva one has just been pushed aside. A clamp which makes it easier and makes musical sounds to tell you when it's ready to use. It's just so great. It kind of partners up with the GHD Curl Hold Spray. I just feel like the curls hold so much better when you use this, and I really like the smell of this as well. So definitely, I would definitely recommend getting this as like the stocking filler to go with the big gift. And then my last favourite for this month, it is the ultimate splurge. So if you're buying that one big present from like, say, all your brothers and sisters, or your mum, or like an auntie, or your big sister, or something like that, this is just a really great gift, and I am going to be doing like an ongoing blog post about this and a review, because it's something you need to test over a few months. It is the KC Micro Lift. Now, if like me you hadn't heard of this before, it's like, seriously, where had we been? So all the celebrities are using these. J-Lo uses this. I saw Macintosh do like a whole review on this as well. But this is basically a toning system for your skin, and most importantly, it takes away wrinkles and prevents wrinkles from happening. You know, it's kind of basically like Botox without the needles. If you're worried you're going to insult someone by buying them this, don't be. It's to prevent wrinkles as well as removing them. So at the moment, me and my mum are both using this because you have kind of like disposable cotton buds that you come, that it comes with, so you can kind of use it with your mum and stuff like that. So me and my mum are both using it, and I'm definitely going to let you know on how we get on with it and the results. And I don't really have a lot of wrinkles, so I haven't noticed all these wrinkles disappearing, but the reason this is my favourite is for 2 reasons. First of all, the general appearance of my skin just seems so much better. I have been run down with like a cold and cough and all that kind of stuff because everybody is at the moment. My skin doesn't look like it has. My skin just feels, I just look like I've been on a spa break rather than in bed with a cold, because this just really kind of stimulates all the nerve endings and makes your skin just look fabulous. And the second reason this is my favourite is because I hadn't really heard of it before I spoke to Casey themselves, and they, sent me all the information, and then I kind of Googled it and realised like how huge this is and how had I not even heard of this. But I have a few friends who are beauty therapists, and I text them to be like, have you ever heard of this Casey microlash? They literally like, they didn't even text back, they called and they're like, oh my god, have you got it? I'm coming over to see it, because they were so excited. So just to see their excitement, this made it into my monthly favourites, but I've also since then used it and it is really good. And I wanted to mention it before we get to my December favourites, and it's too late. So this has kind of been my November favourites stroke gift ideas. I've got one more favourite which isn't something I've got in front of me, but it is something that I have very quickly become obsessed with, and I love it. It's a TV programme, and I don't really talk about TV programmes that much. Like, this is fashion related. It's House of DVF. If you have not seen House of DVF, it comes on E and it comes on Sunday evenings, and I think it's repeated again on Monday or Tuesday. It's basically like Devil Wears Prada, but it's real, and DVF is no devil. She's just the most inspiring, amazing woman, and this program is just so good. Just hashtag House of DVF on any social media, and you automatically see everything that's been going on. But it's just, if you're a fashion girl, you need to watch House of DVF. It's just amazing. So don't forget to comment below and let me know what your favourites have been this month, and if you've used any of the products I've mentioned, and if you love them or hate them. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and definitely check out my blog secretstylefile.com, where I will list all the products that I mentioned and talked about today. So anyway, that then finishes my monthly favourites. See you soon. Bye guys.